and Ice Cube beef continued. It's
giving him the attention he wants, but Aries Spears can't take it, and he responded back very emotional. The title of Aries Spears' profession is comedian. I haven't laughed at an Aries Spears joke in a decade. He used to do acting, but he hasn't really gotten an acting gig ever since that weird stuff with Tiffany Haddish surfaced. So now he does podcasts and appearances. So Aries Spears have taken a chance on multiple podcast appearances to kind of go at Ice Cube, say he's a trash rapper, say he's a trash actor, which, if you want to knock Ice Cube on his acting, I'm not going to argue there, okay, even though he's the writer, actor, executive producer of a pretty established franchise in Friday, something that Aries Spears have never done in acting. But to say that Ice Cube is a trash rapper is where a lot of people draw the line and say, okay, you're just hating. But Aries Spears quickly figured out that saying things that are just blasphemous will get him a lot of attention, so he just continued to do it, podcast after podcast after podcast. There hasn't been an interview in the last year that Aries Spears has done where he hasn't brought up Ice Cube. The most recent example of this is when he was on Big Boy, and Big Boy kind of brought up the Complex Top 100 LA Rappers list. The conversation geared from Tupac to Ice Cube, and then he began to pretty much disparage Ice Cube's rapping ability.
I go somewhere, Aries in head, and people ask me, what's your top five? I don't do top fives. What's your GOAT? I don't do GOATs.
Want to see me shake this up real quick?
Go ahead.
Watch the comments. Now, when people talk about, you ask anybody, no matter where their region, give me a top 5 rappers. Pac's usually always in that list.
Right.
I don't ever put Pac up there with the top rappers because when I think rap, I think lyricist.
Mm-hmm.
Pac was not the greatest lyricist. Mm-hmm. He was energy. He was passion. He made you feel him. If that nigga said, nigga, tear the club up, you wanted to tear the club up. Dear mama, you wanted to hug your mama. When you think about lyricism, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Jadakiss, my lyrics, spitters.
All New York guys you just named, by the way.
Right. Exactly.
Jay-Z, I'm going to quote him. New York, home of the spitters. New Yorkers are spitters. I'm a admit, because I catch flack for this. I am somewhat East Coast biased.
Right.
I'm West Coast biased.
But with heavy validation. Name to me rappers who are better than the ones I just said.
For me, if I'm going, Ice Cube is a lyricist.
I can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting wise.
Really?
He's the same.
How much time we got left here? Because should I just tell him to leave now?
Let me tell you something.
And the cold part about it, his dumb ass don't realize the rappers he just said they are spitters. They look up to Ice Cube, Nas, Jay-Z. They all they love NWA. They grew up on NWA. Biggie's, people don't realize this. Biggie's whole flow was from one of his favorite rapper of all time. Nobody really has kind of never heard of. He was big in the 80s and the 90s. King T from Compton. King T's a Compton West Coast rapper. That was Biggie Smalls, who he said is one of the top 5. And, his favorite rapper, who he stole his cadence. People don't know this. Go look up King T's old music. Look up King. He sounds like a West Coast Biggie. Biggie came out here when he was in the Source of the Source. They had a Source magazine. I don't even think they even around no more. They had the up and coming rappers, and he was on the up and coming at the time in the early '90s before he got the deal with the deal with Bad Boy. People don't realize this. He was getting before he got signed to Bad Boy. It was after he did that up and coming rapper article. He wasn't even known yet. Biggie was just known on the East Coast, or if you knew hip hop. Some record executives flew him out. Biggie, first person he said he wanted to meet when he got to the West Coast was King T. Go listen to Biggie Small before he came out to LA to talk to record executives before he signed with Bad Boy, and listen to him afterward. He sounded like King T. His favorite rapper, he said, I want to come to LA. The first person I want to meet is King T. That was Biggie's favorite rapper of all time. He stole his cadence and his flow and everything is from King T. Go do the research if y'all don't believe me. Let's go ahead and get back into it. So while he talking about New York being these top guys, the New York cats that he's naming looked up to the West Coast. Ice Cube, King T, You see what I'm saying?
Big Chunk, comedian
That's
Tommy
egregious.
Chunk.
I know Tommy
Tommy
Chunk.
Chunk did a great joke. He goes, here's Ice Cube as a gynecologist. Hey, Miss Chickens, I looked at your chart. Now get up on that thigh.
That's racist. I don't know how it's racist, but what you just did is racist.
That's Ice Cube.
It's racist and it's some coach that I'm not gonna sit next to you.
Whatever that was,
Racism.
He's a lawyer. I checked your honor. He wasn't even there.
Oh man.
As a surgeon, give me that scalpel so I cut into that spleen.
So you don't feel Ice Cube as a lyricist?
Not at all.
Wait a minute.
You don't think that?
One of the songs I hate the most, if it comes on, I want to shoot the radio. Today was a good day.
One of the biggest songs ever.
Right.
Hey man, I think when it comes,
Hip-hop
for one,
history.
Ice Cube is one of my favorite lyricists.
This is
so
Great guy.
not even on some great guy, you know, lyricist, man. When people say what's the best diss song, I go straight to No Vaseline from
That's
Ice
my
Cube.
camera right there, right?
Yeah. I go straight to No Vaseline,
He's an asshole.
Ice Cube. The N words you love
They
to
consider in New York and East Coast, West Coast, South. They consider that's the best diss song ever made. He's just being a hater and he's just being controversial. He don't know hip hop. He's just New York bias. Aries doesn't know hip hop. He really don't know hip hop. He don't know hip hop. I'm sorry. Come on, man. That Today Was a Good Day song is I think they put that shit like in the Hall of Fame, like the top 100 greatest hip hop songs of all time. You know what I'm saying? No Vaseline. Ice Cube has made history in hip hop. People don't even realize it. He made the greatest diss song of all time in hip hop history, and made one of the greatest hip hop songs again with Today Is a Good Day. And people can still bump to this day. Come on, man.
hate all the shit with NWA. Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted album, one of the best hip hop albums to me,
do
bro.
it for me at all.
Really?
No.
He's a dickhead.
No.
He's just being a dickhead for the sake of
That's
being a dickhead.
your opinion. Now, Big Boy's looking at you like you crazy, but that's
Right.
your opinion. If you think Today Was a Good Day is not a good song, or No Vaseline is not a good song, for whatever East Coast bias you might have, that's on you. But you have
He's
the right
East
to
Coast
have your
bias.
opinion. But what you can't do is have all these strong opinions, talk a lot of trash about a lot of people, go off on these tangents. Now, I would say this. If you weren't as great as this person in that particular field and y'all did the same thing, you probably shouldn't be critiquing them, right? Like, if you weren't a better actor than Ice Cube, you probably...
He ain't been in no movies. He ain't been in shit. I hate to say it, the man ain't really been in nothing. You know what I'm saying? He been in like some little low budget movies. I think he was in Snoop Dogg's House of Horrors, like, and Jerry Maguire. Shit, I was in high school when that shit came out. I'm in my mid-40s. So it's like, that was the only big movie I could think Aries Spears did. And I hate to say it because he's one of my favorite comedians, but he hasn't done no movies. Ice Cube been producing, directing, ride along. Like, come on, man, big budget films. Come on, man. Everything he said Ice Cube suck at, he ain't doing. You know what I'm saying?
probably shouldn't say that Ice Cube is trash, because that would be saying a lot about yourself. But nonetheless, though, you have a right to your opinion. But what you
Right,
can
you
do is when Ice Cube responds back, or when Ice Cube defends himself, or when Ice Cube gives an opinion on you, you can cry now and talk about how it's out of line and talk about how I just want to have an opinion. Y'all can't take opinions.
Ice Cube's in the building. Yeah. What's happening?
What's happening with you, man?
Hey, I want to ask you something, man. I saw a comedian speaking kind of bad about you, man.
Who is this?
Aries Spears.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah. He said nothing
Is
that
he
you...
a comedian?
Yeah.
Because he ain't never made me laugh, so I don't know if he a comedian.
Did you hear what he said?
What'd he say?
He said it was nothing about you impresses him. From movies to rapping, nothing at all impresses him. I'm like, wow, like what?
Ice Cube does nothing for me as a rapper and an actor. The song that makes me want to jump out of a window is Have a Good Day.
Today was a good day. Rolling down the street in my 6'4", police didn't come bother us no more. You might as well have them say green eggs and ham. Sam, I am.
Suckers usually don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that, They usually don't like me when they coming from that angle. That's cool though. You know, everybody got their opinion, and they all stink. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's cool. You know, he entitled to his opinion. It's the feeling is mutual. You know, I don't think he on anybody's list of top 10 comedians. You know what I mean, in the black community for sure.
I had to be different on that cue. Aries Spears is funny. I've seen some of his specials have had me crying. I got to give it to him. The man is funny. Even though he say fucked up shit about the South, which is where I'm from, he think people from the South are stupid and slow, and he think Ice Cube, his personal opinions about shit is warped. But the man is a fake. I got to give it to him. He's funny. Matter of fact, I wanted to see him when he came to Ontario, but I missed it. Hit the thumbs up button.
I don't even know if he's on the register with us.
Aries Spears discredited things like Today Was a Good Day, where some people might say is a top 10 hip-hop song of all time. No Vaseline, a top 10 hip-hop diss track of all time. He discredited those things.
But I will say this. I'm going to stop interrupting. I will say this, though. Cube is kind of right, because if you ask any black person in America who your top comedians, people are going to say Eddie, Mike Epps, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, who else? I don't think they're gonna say they're not gonna say Aries. I don't think they're gonna say Aries. I would because I like him, but I think people easily forget him, like black people. People gonna say Mike Epps. They're gonna say Cat Williams. They're gonna say Kevin Hart. They're gonna say maybe DC Young Fly, the younger. They might say Martin Lawrence. They're gonna say all those before they get there. They're gonna probably get maybe number 10, Bernie Mac, before they get to D.L. Hughley, before they get to Aries.
Friday, a top 10 black movie of all time. So he discredited works that Ice Cube did that most people in the culture would consider
Classics.
top 10 things. Now, if you don't consider it, bro, that's fine. So he went out of his way to do that. Ice Cube responded back by saying, I don't think anybody would have him in their top 10. I don't think he's funny. I think he's a sucker. This is Ice Cube's opinion. Now, Aries Spears will tell you that him discrediting Ice Cube Hall of Fame pieces of content
Right.
work
Hall of
is
Fame.
okay. Him having an opinion that's not favorable.
Check this out. Ice Cube with NWA, they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Come on now. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, they're in history books. Like, come on, brother.
Or not popular is okay. But when Ice Cube has an opinion on him, that's where he draw the line. And now Ice Cube is being sensitive and is not fair. And how can y'all say this about me? So here is Aries Spears responding back to Ice Cube saying whatever he said about him. Now, before we even get to this, I will say, though, Aries Spears' impression of Ice Cube Today Was a Good Day is probably one of the only things that Aries Spears ever did that made me laugh. So I give him that. It's still hate, but at least I laughed.
Yo, what up, your boy Aries Spears here. Listen, I want to have a conversation with y'all about a word that I think is so overly used and abused. Hate/hater. Because apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hater. If you look up the word hate, it's my picture. When did we get to a point where unless your opinion, and last time I checked as human beings, we're all allowed to opinions. At what point does it get to where unless your opinion is favorable about a person or a thing and goes with the flow of everyone else, you're a hater? I don't understand that. Am I not allowed to have an opinion and voice it if it's not in the direction of everybody else? Recently, I was on Vlad TV and I did an interview and we were talking about hip hop and rappers, and Ice Cube came up. And I said, look, man, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube. Musically or theatrically. I'm not a fan. And somebody sent me a clip where Ice Cube responded. He was on a radio show and the dude played him the snippet. And the first thing Ice Cube says is, well, most suckers don't like me. Then he goes on to say, I never heard of this dude. Then he finishes by saying, well, he's just not funny. Well, you can't have it both ways. If you don't know who I am, how do you know if I'm funny or not? So you can't have it both ways. And for the record, I respect Ice Cube, the man. I respect Ice Cube in terms of what he's brought to the game. He's one of the pioneers. So hats off to him for that. I just said, I wasn't a fan of his artistry. I never attacked him as a man. I never attacked him in terms of his character.
And all Ice Cube said was, you're not funny. You're not in anybody's top 10. You're not even on the radar to be in anybody's top 10. You never made him laugh. If your critiques was fair, if you like downplaying, saying that things that many, if not like the majority of people in the culture consider classic, if those things are considered trash to you, then yeah, he can say that your work that's never been considered classic is trash. And honestly, a lot of people will probably validate his opinion before they validate yours. All right? Because there is something disrespectful. I'll be real. There is something disrespectful about looking at something that's a classic, looking at something that's clearly esteemed, looking at something that's clearly great, and saying, man, that's trash, man. Yo, can you imagine
in history
the
book,
person who invented the
broke
plane
records,
having a look at the person who invented, I don't know, a TikTok dance, and that TikToker tell him, man, your inventions is trash, homie. That person will look at that TikToker with a level of disgust and disdain that probably can't be explained. And that's how it feels from Ice Cube perspective. Bro, I invented Friday. I created No Vaseline. Like, today was a good day. I'm a pioneer.
People don't realize he produced Barbershop. Don't forget Barbershop. Barbershop was another successful. That shit was number 1 and 2 and 3 were top box office hits. I don't know if he wrote it, but I know he produced it. I think he might have came up with the concept, but he didn't write it fully. But Barbershop is his. Ride Along is his. People don't realize Ride Along 1, 2. It's only 2 Ride Alongs, right? If I'm mistaken. It's not just Friday. He got 2 or 3. He got what's the other one he did? Which they only did 2. The second one I don't think did so good, but the first one did good too. The one he did with the kids. I forgot the name of it. The one he did with Nia Long as his wife. She had 2 kids, badass kids. It was a family. He's had a bunch, 2 or 3 successful franchises, all about the Benjamins box office. Come on, man. Aries is like, I think, you can't sit here. You can't deny it. The proof is in the pudding.
And they're in hip hop.
Hit the thumbs up button.
I'm probably regarded as a consensus top 15 hip hop artist of all time. And Aries Spears is calling me trash?
Right.
Cut it out, man. That's the same level of disgust that Ice Cube probably feel about you. And you're the one who's... You see, when he responded back to you, he was chill, calm, he even laughed a little bit. His response to you got you crying. And that right there is an indicator that he's great and you're not. Because his opinion matters to you. Your opinion don't matter to him.
I said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. Why am I not allowed to feel that way? Why is that? And then secondly, it's always funny. People call me a hater because they love to highlight when I say I don't like something as though I don't have love for anything. Listen, I'm a fan of basketball. Just not a big LeBron fan. I respect him, but I'm not a LeBron fan. But I love Jordan. I love Magic. I love Bird. I love D. Wade. So how come that never gets highlighted? When it comes to rap music, yes, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube. I love Jay-Z. I love Nas. I love Jadakiss. I love Snoop. How come that don't get highlighted? When it comes to boxing, I'm a huge boxing fan. I'm not a Floyd Mayweather fan, but I love Mike Tyson. I worshiped Ali. I love Roy Jones, who I know, and Roy's a fan of mine. So again, because I might not like something or...
He loves Snoop, but Snoop look up to Ice Cube. Snoop learned how to rap. That's one of Snoop's favorite rappers is Ice Cube. Dude is stupid.
Someone. Why is it hate instead of an opinion? A subjective opinion. Is that how moist we've become as a generation? That we can't not like something? That's absolutely ridiculous.
It's absurd.
Oh gosh, man, this is absolutely ridiculous. Nah, bruh. Nah. It's cool when you do it. It's cool when you do it. And also, too, people can also have an opinion on your opinions. People can also say your opinions is dumb. Your opinions is stupid. Your opinions make no sense. They can also have an opinion on your opinion. you have entered into the realm of, I guess, speaking of other people who are better than you, which is fine. We all do it, all right? I'm not gonna like have a membrane burst if let's say, I don't know, Drake or Kendrick Lamar mention my name in an interview saying I suck. Hey, bro, I suck. We're in the business of giving opinions. You can't be sensitive if an opinion is given about you. Now, lies, slander, and defamation is a little different. All right? You feel me? And a few other YouTubers is going to find out shortly because I got something in the works. But yeah, like, you gotta, like, don't take yourself so seriously, man. So shout out to Ice Cube, man. All right? Just that short, concise, 1 minute and 30-second response to Aries Spears after Aries Spears has done 5 to 6 interviews in the last probably like month or two. Dissing Ice Cube has Aries Spears panties in a bunch. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? Do y'all feel like Ice Cube?
So this is I like to give credit to the person that I'm doing a reaction to. This is Potek Flacco. This is Flacco's channel. Flacco, if y'all just put in Flacco, Flakko, his channel pop up, and go ahead and subscribe to it. He also got, this is Flacco's channel right here. He also has a membership. You can join his membership. It's actually pretty cheap. It's $3 a month. He got another one, Flacco Gang Real one. I guess that's $7. It might be his gaming channel. That's $7 a month. And Flacco Gang President, yeah, that's $24 a month. It's expensive. I don't know why that was so expensive. Anyway, so go ahead and support him. But yeah, that's crazy that Ice Cube, that he would say Ice Cube is trash. That's what I'm saying. All the people that he named as his favorite rappers, which are pretty much New York, their favorite rapper was Ice Cube, NWA, DOC, Ice-T. Come on, man. I forgot who it was. Another rapper, Jay-Z's favorite rapper. DOC is one of Jay-Z's favorite rapper. He's from Texas, which is the South, but he made his bones by way of Eazy-E, Rufus West Coast Company, Eazy-E and them. DOC, his first album is one of Jay-Z's favorite albums. He said that he still listens to this day since he was a kid. That's one of Jay-Z's favorite albums, the DOC's first. Well, he only had one, I think, because he had that accident. That's Jay-Z's favorite album. And if you're going to sit there and say DOC is not a spitter, DOC is a spitter. Go back. I just recently listened to that Formula album that he came out with. It was on one of them. It was on one of them old school hip hop lit playlists on Spotify. And I hadn't heard this song in years. I was just like, let me just listen to the lyrics of the Formula. He flowing his ass off, flow easily. I can't do it how he do it, but he can flow his ass. Eminem, who's one of the people would say one of the top rappers. His favorite rapper is DOC, West Coast guy, DOC. He so much so they did a documentary about DOC. Eminem insisted on being on it because he said that I gotta talk about how bad, how crucial that first album was he came out with. He's like, that shit changed my life, made me want to be a rapper. Eminem, he said, I insist on being in this documentary and talk about this man. And he's a West Coast guy. DOC's from the West Coast. Born in Texas and grew up in Texas, but blew up in the West Coast. Well, he's considered a West Coast artist. So Aries don't know what the fuck he talking about, man. I think he's funny, but yeah, his view on hip hop shouldn't be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? A Hall of Famer in both rock and roll and hip hop, Ice Cube, is trash. Come on, bro. He sounds stupid saying that. Some things are just undeniable, So anyway, what do y'all think about this, man? Do y'all think Ice Cube is trash, or y'all think Aries Spears is trash? Let's talk about it in the comments.